time for you and your students. Get some rest if you want to. Because on Saturday we do the mission projects, and then Saturday night we have what we call our Vespers service. And Vespers is just an incredible time of worship where we shut down all of the artificial lighting in our sanctuary, and we actually do everything, we light everything through natural candlelight. It's a very orthodox service. It's a very incredibly intimate worship time for our students. We had a great time last year. Our worship leader for the weekend is a band named I Am's Call. They're a local Carrollton band, and they are excited to be leading worship for us on Friday night and on Saturday night, and they're going to do a great job. And they're going to be leading our Vespers service on Saturday night. That's going to be Saturday at 8 here at the church, and our students are going to come in, and they're just going to be, I really believe, overwhelmed by that experience of worship. And so again, we want to just encourage you and invite you to be participating and engaging in those worship times. That's a great way for you to lead and model for our students an attitude and a heart of worship. So that's Saturday night, and then obviously in between we have sessions for you as well, and that's the curriculum that we want you to be working on and preparing your heart for. Let me talk to you about two other important areas. Just some basic things at the host home that I want you to be thinking about. Just some house general things. Again, last year you might have heard me say a minute ago that we were in a hotel and it was a conference setting, and that presented a whole layer of logistic things. At host homes this year, we have the advantage of them being church members and families we know and trust, and they know our values as a student ministry and just basic etiquette and decorum and things that we're looking for. So we need you first and foremost to remember to defer to the host family on house rules and just the basics that they want done in their house. They may have some rooms they don't want you and the students to go in, specifically the students. They may have some things in the house that they don't want used during the weekend. Our folks are great, our families are awesome, they're open, and they really just make their home available in great ways, but we just want to be respectful to some specific things they may ask. Just kind of lead our students for us on that in the home and remind them about those basic house rules and just to be respectful and appreciative of our host family. Also, again, let me just emphasize the free time. You're going to find that on Friday night and on Saturday, really kind of afternoon, and then also really later in the day. And we really want you to leverage those times for free time. A lot of the students know they're going to be bringing some stuff because they've seen the schedule and they know kind of what to expect. And I just want to kind of speak on the side of here. Every youth ministry is different about what they allow and they don't allow. This year, we are going to allow things like Xboxes and game stations and movies and stuff like that. But what I need you to do is help me kind of serve as a filter of morality, if you will. That's sort of an odd expression, but that's the best I can do. We want you to kind of be our filter, you, your co-host, and our host family for appropriateness. We never go past PG on a movie, and that's a stretch nowadays, even in movie ratings. We don't even go there. Even it's a classic that everybody loves, and it's a group of boys sitting down wanting to watch, a favorite, war movie or whatever. We just want to get away from anything that's going to hinder their walk during the weekend. And so we really want to ask you to be sensitive and aware and attentive. I really, on the game stations and things like that, I'm really thinking about sports games and things like that, but role play stuff like Halo and Grand Theft and things like that, we really want to get away from that. That again is just, we don't want to do anything that's going to hinder their walk throughout the weekend. But during free time, we're cool with them using that kind of stuff, board games, games you come up with, going outside, doing crazy stuff, things like that. Always awesome. Happy for you to lead on that in any way that you want. Specifically though here, that's just kind of a thing we're really challenging our kids to this year, is cell phones. We're going to be asking your students to drop their cell phone in a basket on Friday night when they get home from dinner and just kind of leave it there. We've told them that at different times throughout the weekend they'll be freed up to hop on their cell phone, but what we don't want is we don't want students on the side texting during a session. We don't want them doing that during worship and important times when the emphasis is really of a spiritual nature. And so help us monitor that. We're going to ask that you not actually be the person that sort of takes away cell phones. Your co-host and your host family are there to help you with that and monitor that, because we don't want to go overboard with it. We just don't want it to be a distraction. So help us exercise some discernment on that of when to do that. And this is the last thing for me, because we're not really into big rules type people, but these are just some basics that help us stay smooth through the weekend. Really try to remember that we do not want your students leaving their host home off schedule during the weekend. That means pranking and surprising other houses and host homes kind of, hooking up and doing crazy stuff to each other. We really want to get away from that. And if there's a park in your neighborhood at your host home and you want to walk down there and hang, that's cool. But specifically, we want to ask that you as a small group leader not be driving during the weekend. There's just liability things we want to get out in front of for you. And so just kind of let your co-host and host home family lead you on that. Do as much at the house as you can. Stay creative, but just remember specifically on the pranks and running out, somebody hops in the car and drives off. You know, we never want to think the worst, but it's our responsibility as leadership to just stay out in front of those things and kind of keep our kids protected with good principles for them to live by. Hey guys, the last thing I just want to remind you about, and this is going to wrap up our time, and just remind you again, I'm available to you in the office, email, any way you want to contact me. Again, I'm going to be contacting you, but we're available and open to you all these next several days leading up to the weekend. But just remind you in closing that your role as a small group leader this weekend is just that. You're called to come and serve with us to be a leader. And guys, leadership means you got to speak with authority. You got to speak informed, be prepared. Man, be looking into that curriculum, guys. Be diving into it. You know, pour it into your heart. Be involved in the Scripture, and be prepared to teach it and deliver it and put it in front of our students. You're there to be a discipler, and that is such a huge element of this weekend. Is we want to pour into the hearts of our kids and minister to them and disciple them, get them into a place where they are desired of growing in their faith, where they get that they don't want to waste any more of Christ's life and that they want to be growing. You're there to build relationships. Even though you're only there the weekend and you may not be from around Carrollton, but you're coming to help us, you're there to build relationships. And so we need you to be relational. You know, when it's not a small group session, don't go into another room and chill. We need you to be around your students throughout the weekend, be engaging them. That's really, really important. That's going to help you build credibility throughout the weekend. And then finally, just be sensitive for me. Be open and available for spiritual conversations. Not everybody in our group is saved, and there's a good chance that a lot of our church kids aren't saved either. And we're hoping that God breaks through that and really brings spiritual change in their hearts and their minds this weekend. And we need you to be available and ready. We're going to equip you with a leader handbook. It's going to have some decision counseling material and cards and follow-through things that we're going to need you to do for us in the event that you have a student that makes a spiritual decision. So just be available and be ready to counsel and provide encouragement. If you have questions along the way during the weekend, you run into discipline issues, you run into a spiritual question that just spins your head a little bit, our staff will be coming by. I'm going to be available. You're going to have my cell phone number in your leader packet, and I'm going to be available to you and try to answer and solve any problem or crisis or question that you may have. When in doubt, this is a good rule for the weekend as leaders. When in doubt during the weekend, don't be afraid to just contact me, call me, and let me just try to help you troubleshoot whatever you're going through. I'd rather you sort of err on that side than guess, because you may not, you know, things may not unfold the way we sometimes anticipate they will. So just remind you about that. But guys, you know, that's been our vision. We've gone through schedule highlights. We've talked about basic rules in our home, and we reminded you what your role is for the weekend. Hey guys, listen, we love you. We're praying for you. We're thinking about you. I'm fired up to have you be investing in the lives of our students. Don't take that role lightly. Because we don't entrust our students to just anybody. And so we've prayed over you and we've prayed through you coming to join us, and we're excited about having you, all right? Know that I'm going to be praying for you, and we're excited and fired up and absolutely with expectancy planning to see God do big things at Elevate Weekend. Can't wait to have you. You guys be good. See you later.